Hi everybody. In this morning's video from AG Chelsea TV, I'll be bringing you the latest Blues updates. We'll start with Samu Omorodion to Chelsea. Chelsea could still sign a new centre-forward this summer. They have failed in their attempts so far, with Benjamin Sesko deciding to stay at RB Leipzig and a deal with Aston Villa for John Duran yet to be agreed. According to journalist Simon Phillips, Chelsea could eventually cool their interest in Duran. It is still early in the summer, though, and the Blues appear to have other targets. Chelsea need a new striker after finishing last season with just Nicolas Jackson, who is reportedly unhappy at the club following Mauricio Pochettino's exit, while Duran looked to have become Chelsea's #1 target for the striker position after Sesko's decision to remain in Germany. The club now appear to be prioritizing someone else, according to gianluca.marzio.com. Atletico Madrid's Samu Omorodion is currently Chelsea's first choice #9 target. In fact, according to the same website, they have already had a €40 million bid for Omorodion turned down. Atletico are said to want around €80 million for the 20-year-old, the value of his release clause. Chelsea make decision on selling Noni Madueke. Chelsea will reportedly keep Noni Madueke even if they secure a deal for Crystal Palace winger Michael Olise. The Blues are one of at least 5 teams who are interested in signing the highly rated Frenchman this summer. Madueke's future has been thrown into doubt by Chelsea's strong interest in Olise. Both players are of a similar profile, left-footed attackers who are at their best when coming inside from the right wing. Chelsea felt they came close to signing Olise last summer. They believed they had activated the 22-year-old's complex release clause at Palace, but the player ultimately signed an improved contract with the South Londoners. Madueke, who shone under Mauricio Pochettino in the second half of last season, might see his game time limited if Olise were to arrive at Stamford Bridge. However, The Athletic report that Chelsea want to keep the former England under-21 international. The Blues want to have at least 2 top players for each position in their squad. They reportedly feel that keeping Madueke would help them achieve that policy. Cole Palmer, who spent much of last season on the right wing, will reportedly be used more predominantly as a number 10 by new head coach Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca asked about John Duran. Fabrizio Romano has stated that Chelsea are now directly asking their new manager if they should sign one player this summer. Indeed, Romano has claimed on playback that the new head coach is being directly spoken to when it comes to if he wants the club to bring John Duran in. He said, "John Duran is ready to go to Chelsea. He wants to go to Chelsea. What I'm hearing is also that John Duran is an option now who is being discussed internally at Chelsea. Not just between the directors, but also the technical staff. So, Enzo Maresca will be involved to decide what they want to do with John Duran. Duran has limited experience in the Premier League, however has definitely made that limited time count. Some Chelsea supporters definitely hold the opinion that the club should be looking at bringing in a more established name to challenge for minutes with Nicolas Jackson. Reports have actually claimed that Duran would be keen on linking up with the Senegal international, however it remains to be seen if that comes to fruition. According to the Evening Standard, Duran wants to work alongside Jackson as both a teammate and competitor. As per FBref, Duran has ranked in the 99th percentile for non-penalty goals per 90 minutes over the last year among his positional peers. That is at least one promising sign if the Blues do go on to sign him. Leicester close to appointing Graham Potter to replace Enzo Maresca. Potter, who has been out of work since being fired by Chelsea in April 2023, has held positive talks with the East Midlands club and is increasingly likely to join them. Leicester, who made an instant return to the Premier League after winning the Championship last season, have a vacancy to fill after giving Maresca permission to move to Chelsea as Mauricio Pochettino's replacement. Potter is the preferred choice and he is understood to be ready for a return to management. The 49-year-old has turned down several roles since leaving Chelsea. Potter, who was targeted by Ajax this year, has been waiting for the right opportunity. There is an element of the unknown to moving to Leicester given that they have financial issues and could be hit with a points deduction for breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. Leicester, who have also considered Steve Cooper and West Brom's Carlos Corberán, could be forced to sell players before the start of the new campaign, and it is unclear if they will have a big transfer budget. but they have been pushing to convince Potter, who has been looking for a similar working environment to the one he enjoyed at Brighton. He is understood to feel that he will be supported by the Leicester hierarchy. Potter did an excellent job after joining Brighton from Swansea in 2019. He led Brighton to 9th place in the Premier League in 2022 and was convinced to take over at Chelsea after their new owners sacked Thomas Tuchel later that year. David Ornstein update on Chelsea transfer makes big claim. Yesterday afternoon's quiet stretch was broken by the rather surprising news that Pedro Lima, the Brazilian fullback who looked set for a move to Chelsea affiliate Strasbourg just hours before, had accepted a better offer from Wolves. His club, Sport Recife, announced on their website that the transfer was effectively completed, although there are still some small boxes to tick. Under normal circumstances, one would expect Chelsea owners Blueco to return with a better bid of their own. But on the Athletic podcast today, David Ornstein explained that Chelsea's owners may feel like they've had the rug pulled from under them when they thought their deal was done. Let's see if Chelsea come back in and offer to increase the terms. Ornstein said, I'd be a little bit surprised because if you've got your deal in place already, and then somebody comes in and goes on to for a player at this level, does it leave a bit of a bad taste? Let's see what the coming days bring. We're sure that the decision makers at Chelsea won't be too sentimental or proud about these things, and if they think Lima can still be got for a good price, and if they're convinced he really is a top prospect, they won't be afraid to get stuck into a second attempt to sign him. But we do understand what Ornstein means. Perhaps being burned the first time will convince Chelsea that Sport Recife aren't the kind of team they want to deal with, although, realistically they've done nothing wrong from what we see from the outside, just accepted a preferable offer. So while we're inclined to agree with Ornstein that the Blues are out of this race, nothing would surprise us now. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.